Okay, listen. I've been struggling with this for basically my whole life, and now I want you to tell you this message so you don't make my same mistakes. And this is how to make a choice. If you feel stuck in life right now, this is probably the reason, and this is how you get out of that. It's not easy, but it's what I did, and it helped me, and I really hope it will help you as well. It's understanding in a very deep way that right now, imagine you are on the starting line of a race. Right now, there are the Paris Olympics. Imagine you are there, you need to start your race, you are ready to run, but you are there and there is this line in front of you of the path you need to follow for your race. But you look around and you know you only have this race, you only have this life. And so you want to make it the best race possible. You don't want regrets, you don't want remorse. So you look around, and before starting, you look at other lanes to see if there is a better lane to run. And by doing that, you never start. You never make the first step. You never commit. And this makes you stuck. This is the thing that makes you stuck. Every time that you are stuck, it's probably because of a pattern or a recurrent pattern that comes. And it's probably because of this. And our generation, Gen Z, because of anxiety, because of social media, because of constant comparison to others, we feel this existential problem as a real part of our lives. In existentialism, this was called bad faith. It means that every time that you make a choice, you feel anxious because making a choice means you need to sacrifice everything else beside that path, beside that choice. And that responsibility makes you want to look at others to see what they're doing, and also giving the responsibility of making choices for your life to other people, to authorities and other people. So you leave that responsibility for you and you don't feel bad because of your mistakes. Many people prefer right now in these days to have others tell them what to do instead of just doing that by themselves. And that is called bad faith. And this is a problem, because I get it. You need to have awareness to find this problem within you, and you need to have self-compassion. You need to understand it. It's not bad that you're thinking about that. It's okay. You need to have self-compassion. It's normal that until this point you've thought that that was the best option. But you need to understand, what is your brain trying to protect you by thinking that there is a better path than yours? What is your brain trying to protect you by not making a choice, by not following your path? You need to work on that. You need to understand that every circumstance, there is a thought that you have in response to that circumstance. That thought brings an emotion, that emotion brings an action, that action brings results. So if you learn to be aware of that pattern, that thought that your brain has with a certain circumstance, like making a choice, instead of thinking a bad thought or a recurrent pattern, you change your environment, you change your pattern, you release that emotion, you let it process. You are aware of that and you catch it as soon as it's there. Instead of reacting compulsively, you respond to it. So you choose what to think. Then you will see that if you think the proper thing, good feelings, the proper feelings will come, emotions, and so good actions will come, and so you will make a step. And what's that thought that you need to change? You need to have awareness, self-compassion. It's okay to think like that, and that release it. Bring that emotion and process it. Let it go through, and substitute it with another thought. And that thought that you need to think after doing your releasing, you can do yoga, you can do meditation, you can do tapping, you can do many things to release that. But after you released, you need to change your pattern. And that thought is, you are on the starting line. You need all these people, and you need to understand those are their lanes. No matter what you do, you will never be able to cross your lane and take another lane, because these are the lanes that are made for them. This is the lane that is made for you. And even if you can look at them, make some different steps, understanding the rhythms, understanding the way they're running, maybe change some things, improve some things in your lives, the only thing you can do from that starting line, no matter what are the other paths, is to take the first step of the race within your line. There are no other options. No matter what you do, nobody will be able to have your line, to have your lane, to have your path, and you will never be able to go to a different path, because each person has so many different conditionings that each life, even twin brothers that lived in the same family, have totally different lives. So there's no way you can create a life that is equal, or a path that is equal or similar to another. It's impossible. You can learn some things, but you cannot pick another person's experience and put it in your life for goals, or to say, okay, that's the way, so I need to do this. No, that's his way. You need to just focus on making your first steps in your lane, because there will never be another person like you in this world, because each person is unique, and so each path is unique. And once you understand that, you will understand that there is no good choice, and there is no bad choice, there is no right choice, and there is no wrong choice. It's just your choice. It's your way. And even if it seems wrong or right in the moment, in the in the context of something, actually you will understand at the end of the path, connecting the dots backwards, as Steve Jobs said, you will understand that each step, even if it seems wrong or good or right, at that moment, you will see these are actually steps that are leading you forward to your own goal. Even if you want to become somebody, if you want to do something, no matter, and other people already done that, if you try to do the same thing to get there, you will not get there, because these are their ways. You need to focus on your lane and get there, but on your way. And probably you will never know what's your way, because their ways, they're already done. Your way it's still yet to be built. It's yet to be crossed. It's yet to be created, because it's in front of you. You don't have to program and create everything from the beginning. I want to get there, so I have to go this way. No, don't reverse engineer your life. Just focus on your first steps. In yoga, they say if you have a goal and you become obsessed by your goal, you will end up falling, because you don't have your eyes to look at your next step. You need to focus on what you have right now, what you are right now, and do the best you can with what you have right now in your lane, your destiny, your future, your own way. And so it's not what you do, but it's how you do it. And once you change that, almost like being on a cliff and hanging there because you are afraid that if you let go, even if you already have your paraglide or wings, maybe the wind will not get you there. Maybe you want to get there, but you end up somewhere else. Maybe the wings will not work. It doesn't matter. You have wings. You're hanging there. If you keep hanging there and look at options, you will never go anywhere else. You have to let go if you want to go somewhere. Then you can change, then you can do different things, but you need to let go if you want to fly. You need to make your first step if you want to start the race. You need to commit and go deep and focus and give everything you have before knowing if that was the option or the best or not the best. But there's no best, it's just your way. So it's your story, it's your life, and it doesn't have anything in common with all the other ones. Understand that, compare less, use less social media, understand that social media is just a platform. Things there are not actually real, and understand that you need to take your life less seriously, commit and just go. Focus on your first steps right now, and you will see you will be unstuck. I know being there, it's easy, it's better. People say they want freedom, but at the same time, they are afraid of freedom. They want that chain to keep going around in that comfort, in that area. And whenever they say they want freedom, but whenever you open your wings, you jump, you take that chain away, you cut your chain, you start the race, they're afraid because they don't know where they're going. It's unexplored territory. But at the same time, are you here to live or are you here to avoid life? So let go and commit.